My wife has been very quiet since a conversation we had about why I love her. I'm confused about her silence. So, I'm a little bit confused about this. A couple of days ago, my wife came to me asking a question that has been asked many times during our marriage: do you still love me? And why do you love me? She comes and asks this from time to time. I don't mind. She seeks reassurance, nothing bad about it. I have always said the same thing: yes, I still love you, followed by why I think she is amazing. But every time she asks this, it makes me think more deeply about exactly why I love her. So this time, I became more descriptive in my explanation. So I said this: I love you because you give me space when I need it. You choose to understand and reflect rather than judge and become defensive during arguments. You taught me not only to love myself, but to actively pursue my hobbies. We are allowed to be our own people. You are upfront when you want us time. I'm bipolar type 2 and on the spectrum, so I can have a hard time reading people. You were there to support me during my autism evaluation, and you learned about it so you could understand me better. All of this made her smile, and everything seemed good. Then at the end, I added something I had never told her before, that I can cry in front of her and she doesn't think any less of me for it. I could see her smile flicker for a moment before coming back to normal. She thanked me for reassuring her, and we said I love you to each other, hugged, and kissed. Since that conversation, she has become very quiet. Not really distant, but I can tell something is bothering her. When I ask if she is upset, she says, "No, I'm not." But I get the feeling she is. Did I say anything to warrant this reaction? I have no clue how I messed up. Edit. Since I got a lot of answers, I realized I should have written more about what I do to reassure her every day and included information that might have been missing. I tell her every day that I love her and how beautiful I think she is. I kiss her good morning, the first thing I do when waking up, and then again when I leave for work or drop her off at hers. I am there to listen when she complains about her friends or the latest drama in her friend group. She comes to me when she feels down, and I listen to what she has to say without judgment. I make her coffee every morning since she says it tastes different when she makes it. We have an automated coffee machine. She is from the Philippines. I am from Sweden. She grew up very poor and has very abusive parents. They regularly beat her. She still has scars and burn marks from this. Though she says she got off easy since she didn't get kicked in the head by her dad. She started working when she was 12 to help her parents with their medicine, dropping out of school to do so. This makes her feel dumb since she didn't finish her education. I always tell her that this is not true. She learned 5 languages just by listening and talking to people. She is amazing. I tell her this regularly. She hated her skin color when we met. She is dark-skinned and was regularly bullied for this as a child. I do all the dishes since she doesn't like doing them, except for when she feels guilty about me doing them all the time. I reassure her that I don't mind. I buy her flowers, her favorites are tulips, even though they make her itchy and cause her to sneeze. I give her massages when she is worn out or her feet ache. I cook her favorite foods, plan date nights, and go out of my way to pick up whatever food she craves. I clean the apartment since she hates clutter. I was there when she got diagnosed with uterine cancer. I held her when they told her she needed to have her uterus removed. This hit her hard since she loves kids. She was convinced I would leave her for someone else who could give me children. I always reassured her that I would never leave her, that she is the love of my life. I go with her to every post-checkup. She has been cancer-free now for 4 years. I got her a therapist when she first came to Sweden since I knew she needed help with her trauma. She is amazing. I love her more than I love myself. I always tell her this. And I made a comment about her being my teacher. This is the best way I could describe it. She taught me how to stand up for myself, raised my self-esteem, and made me into the man I am today. She has always been there to support me and make me want to better myself. Maybe teacher is a bad word to use, but I can't come up with a better one. Whenever she came to me with this question before, I have always answered with what I love about her, told her how amazing I think she is and what I love about her. Now I can see that I made it all about myself rather than her. Maybe I dumped too much on her at once. We have a whiteboard we write our schedules on and leave messages for each other. I will fill it with all the things I love about her, buy her some flowers, and cook one of her favorite meals. Then I will sit down and apologize for making it all about myself rather than reassuring her about how amazing she is. Final update. Hi everyone. Thank you all for your comments. I got a lot of good advice and things to reflect on. This will be long. Sorry for that. I took your advice and decided to write her a letter, though I wrote it on our whiteboard instead. It's a large whiteboard that hangs in our bedroom. On it, I wrote the reasons I love her for who she is as a person, and things I love about her, not just the things she does for me. I wrote the following: Hi, Mahal. I love you more than I will ever be able to express in words. Every day, I get to wake up next to you and see your beautiful face while you lie beside me. I love it when I hear you sing karaoke, and when you do your happy dance while eating your food. I love your smile and the laugh you make when you watch your old Filipino movies. Every day, I get to look into your beautiful eyes, those light brown eyes with the small chip in the left one. I get to watch your face light up when I give you your coffee in the morning, When you sit on the couch waiting for me so we can watch GMM together. I love how happy you are when you're watching your Korean dramas, and how excited you get telling me about them, or your latest crush on your favorite actor. I love how you jump and shriek when we watch horror movies, and even how you steal my blanket while we sleep. I love your face, every mole, scar, and birthmark. I even love when you show me your boogers in the morning, holding out your tissue and saying, "Look at this," with a grossed out face. I wake up happy every day to have you in my life. Mahal na mahal kita. Simula nong tioi mag kita at sa mga susuno pang araw, and abangan ko ang bawat tasa in kape na ibibigay ko sa iyo. Translation: I love you so much. From the moment we met and in the days to come, I look forward to every cup of coffee I give you. My wife sometimes works as a babysitter for a couple in Stockholm. She was supposed to work on Monday, but the kids got sick, so she didn't need to go. I expected her to be home around 1900 hours. I wrote this around 1300 hours. I then planned to go out and buy her tulips and cook adobo for when she came home. I got a work call around 1500 hours, so I had to go on site. Otherwise, I work from home. I figured I would buy her the flowers on my way back. Well, she managed to come home before me. When I walked through the door, she had already read the message. She hugged me, crying, and thanked me for it. Then she asked why I wrote it. I told her I had noticed she seemed upset the past few days, so I wanted to cheer her up. She said I love you, and I gave her the flowers, which made her cry again. After she calmed down, we sat on the couch, and I told her I thought she had been upset because of my answer earlier. So I wanted to write things I love about her, not just what she does for me. She smiled, stroked my arm, and hugged me again. Then she told me she was upset, but not because of my answer. It was different from what I usually say, but she thought it was sweet that I appreciated the things she does for me. Some of you mentioned love languages, which I looked up. I am definitely words of affirmation and touch. She is 100% acts of service. So the fact that I noticed and appreciated that made her happy. I asked what made her upset then. This is where it made me a little sad. The last thing I told her was that I could cry in front of her and she wouldn't think less of me. The reason she was upset was because she felt guilty, because she did see me as less for doing so. I have only cried in front of her 3 times, all when I was feeling deeply depressed and like my world was falling apart. In Tagalog, there is a word, kilig, which describes a fluttery, romantic excitement, like butterflies in your stomach. She said that when she saw me cry, it felt like those butterflies stopped. She still loves me and knows it's wrong to feel that way. She had even talked about it with her therapist, who helped her understand why she might feel this way and helped bring those feelings back somewhat. Not as strong, but still there. Then I cried in front of her again. Twice. Each time, it affected that feeling again. She said she loves me more than anything and is sorry for feeling this way. I told her it's okay, we can't always control how we feel. I said hopefully one day she will be able to fully accept that side of me. But that day is not today. I asked if it would happen again if I cried, and she said she didn't know. She reassured me that those feelings are there now. She feels them every time I bring her coffee, every time she comes home to a clean apartment and smells food I cooked. She told me she compares me to her friends' partners and realizes how good I am to her, even saying I might be too good for her. She talked about how her friends' partners do the bare minimum and expect traditional roles, while I support her in everything she wants to do. When her family needed financial help, I didn't hesitate. I even paid for a new house and bathroom for her siblings, not her parents. She reminded me of something I had forgotten. After her surgery, she was homesick and craving a specific sweet bread only available in a Filipino store in Linköping, 2 hours away. I drove there and back without hesitation. Her friends' partners would never do that. But I did, and I had completely forgotten about it. We hugged, kissed, and said we loved each other. We will be fine. I am a little sad knowing I may not be able to open up to her emotionally in that way again. That next time I feel like everything is falling apart, the only person I can talk to without judgment might be someone I have to pay. That honestly bums me out. But as my wife's most hated Swedish expression goes, it is what it is. The day ended with me cooking adobo, and then we started watching Lord of Mysteries. Thank you all for your help. I really appreciate it.